Hello, this is Kathy Lee, Crafting with Kathy Lee. I'm here to show you a follow-up video to the flip through and the beginning project video for my design team project for SilverandSparkles, featuring the Victorian Sewing Collages pages. And I'm just going to step right in. I did do some steps between the last video and this one just to bring it up so it wouldn't be quite so much to watch in one video. So here we go. If many of you probably saw, what I had was some old envelopes I found, and I wanted to make them into a folio. So I have my pages kind of lined out here. Let's hope I don't forget what I'm doing here. I did have them kind of set up for each side here. I went ahead and pre-measured these and cut them out, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so if you remember right, I had some envelopes. Oh man, I really wanted to keep those because those were lined up like in an easy way. Now I'm going to have to figure that out again. Oh well. Okay, so. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3 pieces of that. 1, 2, 3 pieces of that. Man, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to keep those in there so I'd know where they went. Oh well. Okay, for those of you that didn't watch the video before, what I did is I had a large 5x7, maybe even bigger than that envelope, and I layered on both sides. Then I had a couple regular size envelopes that I tucked in and put those in, including this one I tucked in here to make another flap. So that's what we came with. And what I did is I pre-cut some papers for these. So I don't think I did that one right. Did I do that one right? Oh man, I think I left out some pages. Oh well, here we go. Here we go. Okay, so I cut these out and distressed the edges. And I'm going to go ahead and adhere these. I'm probably going to use my ATG gun as soon as I remember where I put it. Okay, sorry about that. It was still in a bag from a crop. Okay, so I did tag these ones so I wouldn't know where they were, but that's not going to help me a lot because the ones I just put out of order, I didn't tag those on the back. So that's okay. We're going to make it work. And it's another beautiful day here in Montana. Our temperatures, I think it was up to 55 degrees at one point today. Normally, that is not the kind of temps we're having. Normally, we're having snow and cold. In fact, in my memories on Facebook and stuff, what comes up is temperatures at just a few degrees above zero and wind chills in the 20 to 30 below zero is what's coming up in my memories from last year and a couple years before that. So this is unseasonably warm, and I'm enjoying it. I mean, I probably won't be happy with this summer when our plants aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing and our gardens aren't producing and all of that fun stuff, but we can hope for the best. So I almost did this upside down. Okay, I'm just going to kind of place it on there. I did kind of distress these pages, so if anything shows through the background, it's not really obvious. So just maybe a little off on that one. Struggling here. That might be as good as we're going to get it because I already kind of stuck that down. I'm failing already and I just started the video. Okay, we got this. We got this. We got this. We got this. And then the other side stuck down. So if you're watching my video for perfection, obviously you're not going to find that today. Or any day for that matter. Did not like the way that lined up, so I'm just going to have to put some glue on here. I'll try it this way instead of putting it on the card. Then I can maybe see better as I lay it down. Lay it down. Okay. Alright, so let me get another angle on this so I can get it. Oh, I see the problem. It's not cut straight. Alrighty. Well, we're just going to have to put something else over there. Okay, so I did lay it right on right. I just have a little thicker spot there. Okay, so that's on there. And then next was this one. I don't even know what I want to do on this. I think I'll do it this way. I'll put the glue on, or the tape on this instead. So I wanted to go to town. I've heard there's some nice stuff at Hobby Lobby right now. I don't go there very often. Once Hobby Lobby took away their coupons, I wasn't going there as often. And then when they took out a lot of the scrapbooking and card making stuff and put in more home decor, that really didn't appeal to me much either. So I probably only go to Hobby Lobby once every couple of months, unless I see something posted of something that I really think I need. And there are many times I go to Hobby Lobby and I don't even find anything that I can't live without, which says a lot. Okay, I already tucked that tag in there. That tag has a nice pretty back. I might put a ribbon on it. I'm not sure on that. Now this one I have to make sure I only glue it on this side where the flap is. I'm stating the obvious here, I'm sure, to those of you that do this a lot. I used to use my Xyron for a lot of this. For covering a lot of these or putting the adhesive on. But then Xyron refill cartridges have gone through the roof on price. And it doesn't work for me to pay that kind of money for adhesive. So I only use that on stuff I really, really need it on. I might embellish this too, but I'm going to stick this right in here for now. Okay, so I have that side done. Pretty simple. That was not what I was supposed to use. I guess I didn't pick out something for this. I thought I did. I did not. Okay, I'll have to figure out something real quick. Alright, so this one will do the same way. I thought I had something cut for that. Oh, I'm going to right now. Let's see what size these are. Four and a quarter by 5 3/4. Okay, I'm going to cut this real quick. 4 3/4. No, wasn't it? I already forgot. 4 1/4 by 5 3/4. 4 1/4 by 5 3/4. All right, get that out of there. Pull this over here. My problem lately is the companies that I am on their design team and companies that I'm not on their design team, they are putting out collections way faster than I can create with them. And then I'm afraid I'm going to miss out, so I go ahead and, did I do 4? I'm afraid I'm going to miss out, so I go ahead, or not miss out, but I get excited and I print them. And then I don't get something made with all of them before the next collection comes out. So I end up with collections that I haven't used yet, and I need to quit doing that because it might be a year or never before I get around to it. So I need to be better about that because I'm wasting paper if I'm not going to make anything with them. So that's my plan, is to do better, but yet again, I will probably get excited. In fact, I already have a bunch in my mailbox. I actually have a bunch of PDF files up on my desktop of collections that I want to print, but I'm trying to be a little more selective and maybe not print all the pages, but that's pretty hard for me because I love them all. So, and I do like big collections with tons of pages and tons of ephemera and tons of tags and pockets and envelopes and all that, but I don't need to print them all. So it's nice once in a while when there is a collection that only has, say, 15 sheets or 16 sheets of paper and, you know, a couple pages of tags and a couple pages of that and that. Not going to quite look like I want, but it'll work. So, pop this on here. So it's definitely, I'm trying to do quick projects. I've been told again and again that videos need to be at least 10 minutes. Okay. And that you should keep them at or under 30 minutes because people get bored. Well, sometimes that's hard, so that's why I try to break them into several pieces, but my last couple have been a little bit over 30 minutes. And they say quite often after 30 minutes, people just tune out and leave. So, I guess that's okay. I don't know what it does to the whole algorithm thing because I don't really understand any of that. So, I would say if my video is a little long and you get bored or have something else to do and you decide to leave before it's over, I guess I would say please hit the like button before you go. I'd appreciate that. Not that you have to. Okay, so we're going to go there, there, and there. See, I'm glad I scuffed that up. I might even have to scuff it up a little bit more. A little bit darker on there. So I've left videos early before, but I do try to hit that like button before I leave it. Can I make somebody? Can I say, you know, I get it. You don't always have time. You don't always want to, but I do. I guess I do want to. If the videos are at all interesting, if I've even gotten a snippet of information or liked one thing a person does, I try to hit that like button. Just because I know it helps people, and some people take their YouTubing as far as their content and their stats and all that way more seriously than I do. The only reason I'd like to keep my stats up there is so that get more subscribers, so that the companies I am on the design team for will gain more people looking at their product. Does that make sense? I don't sell products. I mean, I am a brand ambassador for a planner company, but I don't work that really hard on YouTube. Occasionally you might see me post a video about new product, but I even haven't done much of that lately. So I'm not really a product seller. I showcase other people's products. So I guess the algorithms matter to me, but more so for other people's sake than my own. I don't ever plan on messing with trying to monetize or anything like that. Even if I did get big, I don't think I would want to do that because I have enough on my plate without adding another layer of work. And so, make sure that's not too far over. It is not. Get that on there. Now the other one was... Did I lose the front side? That was the front. Did I lose a piece? That was the front. That was the back. That was my extra piece. I thought I had another piece here. Go ahead and back. Oh, no, I did. I took it over there to measure. Whew. Scared me. Thought I blew it. Okay. That was close. So what have you been working on lately? Do you work on junk journals? Do you work on scrapbook pages? Do you do cards? Do you do mini albums? Before I started this venture into junk journaling, which again, I'm not a real junk journaler, before I started working with junk journaling papers and kits, I was strictly, uh-oh, not good, toilet page, it won't matter. I was strictly a card maker and mini albums, and I love making mini albums. That's really, if you would look back on my videos, that's what a lot of mine are mini albums and 3D stuff. And I need to start using some of these collections that I get to make some 3D items, because those are a lot of fun. They're a little more time consuming usually, but I do really enjoy the finished projects. Okay. Okay, and I'll do that flap. I'm loving these papers. I used to sew a lot more than I do, and I used to love to go to estate sales, some of the higher end estate sales, and find vintage fabric. And I would snap that up as fast as I could, and I would sew aprons and tote bags and stuff. And we're talking, some of it was vintage, like 50s and 60s, and some of it was more, they still called it vintage, but I called it retro, like a lot of the 70s fun, groovy prints. But probably in the last 10 years, I just don't see that stuff at estate sales anymore. It's like the people that used to pass away that had that kind of stash of fabric, they no longer exist. They're all gone. So that's kind of sad, because it was so fun to find these treasures. And it's sad because like an era of crafting is over. You can find reproductions, of course. Okay, so this is kind of messy. Okay, and I think, okay, so we open that up like that. That's all one big open piece. I'm not sure what I want to do there. Oh, that's why I didn't have pieces. I was going to do these pockets. Oh, for crying out loud. That's why those pieces that I was worried I didn't save, that were here. Dang it. That's what these pieces were for. So, that's a bummer. Maybe I'll use some of those on the back of these tags. Now, those tags have something on the back. Okay, so let's think about this. I just totally messed up my plan. Because there's a tag and a thing. See, that's what I get for separating everything like I did. Okay, that was just a piece. That was both sides of this. So that would have been matching that piece. This would have been part of this piece. This was this piece. Okay, so what can I use these for in this? That would work. That is such a bummer that I messed that up. So this one has a lower edge. So I could put that maybe on those ones. And this one has this. This one has an upper and a lower edge. Maybe I could do that there where this tucks underneath it. Okay, I'll think on that. These ones, where's my other one like that? Okay. So these ones possibly I could use somewhere. Gosh, I'm so bummed that I did that. Shame on me. Maybe I could put that there, like that. And that there like that. And leave that open so this tag could go under. Oh, I'm so bummed that I messed that up. Okay, shake it off, Kathleen, shake it off. So if I put that like that, and that like that. Gosh, what a bummer. What a bummer that I messed up. I'm really kind of sad about this, but I don't know what to do about it. think I'm kind of blew it. I'm at a loss. I don't know what to do. Kind of like that lighter one there. Put that lighter one there. The dark one. Oh yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put those right there. I think I am. I hope I'm not making a bad choice. Or I could put them down here so they're a pocket, but I like them up here. What's up here? Gosh, dang it. I don't think I want to cover as much of that, so I think I will just tear this again. I might leave that white and then tear this one again too. I think that's what I'll do right there. I knew I had a plan. I couldn't figure out why I didn't cut those pieces, and I did. I just cut them into several different pieces, so it, oh, don't drop it on there. So it didn't occur to me that I was looking in the wrong spot. Gosh, dang it. I'll turn that to make sure there's no leaks. So that is a bummer. I had a good plan. It was actually a really cool plan. And then I forgot what the plan was. See, I should have marked these. I should have marked top, bottom, middle of whatever flap. And I don't know if I was working on this late at night when I did it, when I pre-cut these pieces. Probably why I shouldn't pre-cut pieces, right? Any suggestions, y'all? Okay. So that's that. Are they both still open? Yes. I do want to do something here, but I don't know what. Oops, sorry. Hit my camera. That's not good. Just dropped some of my drink there. Goodness sakes. I don't even have a sponge in here. So I get a little bit of 7-Up didn't ever hurt anything, did it? All right. So definitely these are too boring to me, so I've got to find something to do on those. I think I want that little dress peeking out of here though. Let's see if it's peeking out on this one. Do I have something I'd like to peek out of that better? I have a dress over there, so maybe I want the dress peeking out over here too. Yep, I think I like that better. I think I like that better. Okay, then what to do with these? Could I do a flap? Could I do another flap right there? That opens up. Think. Think on that. See, these were for this. These were for in that pocket I was going to put there. Because I think I do really want to put a pocket there. So, can I use these to piece something? Could I use these to piece that maybe? Maybe just do that there. And then that one there. No, I hate it. Grr. All right. Ding, dang, ding, ding, dong. I'm at a loss. And I don't want to quit right now because... Okay, if I do that... What to do? That's a straight cut. Two, I guess. Nope, that doesn't matter. Yeah, it does. Excuse me. Bless me, I should say. So I have allergies, and I have them the worst in the spring, and then again in the fall, sometimes in the summer. Well, I have been having for the last couple weeks my normal allergies that don't start until April. So that's what this weird, nice weather's been doing to me. So my nose has been raw. I think I need to donate Kleenex to the local schools because I've used so much when I'm in the classrooms. It just hasn't been really a fun couple of weeks. Okay, so I just need a little sliver here. How much? It's almost perfect, I think. So just a little sliver there. And I'll need that for the other side. So I think I'll do that for the other side. See if I can do there. Okay, so I think I will just scuff the outside edges, not the inside edges, not that part. So it blends a little better. Okay, so we'll put that there and that there, and this goes about there, and we'll have a little overhang, so I should be okay. Alrighty. So this is what we call Plan B, pivot, punt, whatever you want to say it is. When you mess up something, oh, I do want ink there though. When you mess up something and you want to pretend like you know how to fix it, it'll all work out. It always works out. And remember what I've said before, 90% of the time, the recipient, if you're going to gift this, or the person looking at it, isn't going to notice all the imperfection. Unless she's your bestie crafty friend who notices everything, or unless you ask your bestie crafty friend for a critique, right? Because most people don't really realize, don't have any set standard on what they think these things should look like. And unfortunately, a lot of people, when I show these, even when I filled them in with journaling and in pictures and stuff, they said, what do you do with it? What do you do with these? So like, well, you put them on a bookshelf like you do your other photo albums, or use them. I like to use them as like coffee table books. Okay, so that worked. My plan B, I think, worked. Kind of. I still didn't use up my tags that I was going to put in those. But I suppose I could just kind of tuck these tags into at an angle, maybe behind it. And just tuck those babies back behind it at an angle so they're still there, and if you pull out the other one, you'll see it. Okay, and then we need to come over here to this side and see what pieces I can use for that. There's my little piece I'm going to put there. Here's the piece I'll put here. Just align it again. I'm so close to being done with this except for stuffing it. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. And then this one will tuck in here. I have to cut that bottom. I envy the creators that make these, and they all make sense. Like every step makes sense. Every one of my steps does not make sense when I make these. Sometimes I don't know for sure if it's turned out till it all comes together. Like right now, I can't even see where my cut line is. Gosh. Did I even do that one? Oh my goodness. My pencil must not have worked. Gosh. Let's try this again. I think. Isn't that weird? Oh, I saw it there just for a minute. I just didn't do it dark enough. There, much better. Okay, so I'm over my 30 minutes, so God bless you if you're still watching, because evidently you were supposed to get bored and give up a few minutes ago. Or a little bit ago. But thank you for not. And if you're still watching, thanks. I appreciate it. And if you have to go, so long. Farewell. Have a great day or night. I never know what time people are watching, so I feel silly when I say good morning or good afternoon when I have no clue if it's morning, evening, afternoon, middle of the night where you are. So I kind of feel silly saying that, but I do. Okay, now I need to erase that weird line I had drawn there. I totally missed part of that envelope when I... Perfect, kind of. So if you watched my videos before, you probably heard me say old dog, new tricks. Did you know I learned a new trick? I may not do it on this video because I'm kind of lazy about technology. But I learned how to put my little trademark, not trademark, my little logo or whatever. For me, it's a penguin. And a friend of mine made me a penguin, but I can make one. I can do something different too, because I do know how to do that. Anyway, she made me one to use that will show on all my YouTube videos. How cool is that? And she made one, and she showed me what software to use to edit my video, because I hate editing videos, but I can edit my video, and then I can make that little logo show up on the video. So I might do it on this one. If so, you'll be able to see it on this video. I mean, if you even cared. I mean, you might care. So, and you can see that I did learn a new trick. So an old dog can learn a new trick. Or an old lady can learn a new trick. So, maybe. Oh, that was supposed to go under there. Yeah, that was supposed to go under there. Help me, Mama. Help me. Actually, I'm not going to care. I'm just going to put it right there. Nobody's going to care, right? I'll tear it. Nobody's going to care. Nobody's going to care. Nobody's going to bet me is going to know, and you all, that it wasn't supposed to look like that, right? Right. Don't sweat the little stuff. Don't sweat the little stuff. Okay. Don't stress. And I'm sorry, I'm not usually crafting or talking with people. I'm usually crafting by myself. And I kind of have to talk to myself. What's the saying? Of course I talk to myself when I craft. I need expert advice. That would not be expert advice that I'm giving myself right now. I'm a mess again. If I don't want to retire. I'd like to work another at least 6 years, possibly 7. But if I were to retire, I think, oh my gosh, I'll have so much time to craft. I would craft and sew and read. And I can say I'd probably read. But I'd probably just waste a lot of time. You know, when you have more time, I think I would just waste more time. And that wouldn't be good. Okay, I don't like that tag back there. So I think I'm going to have to change something. Take those out. I don't like those ones back there. But I do have one. See, they slide back and I don't like that. Slide that back in. Okay, I still need ribbon. I still need more. That's my front. Oh, man. Yeah, that's my front. Okay, these are boring, so I need to add something. I need to put some 3D stuff, add some flowers, or do something on these because they're a little bit boring. Okay, so I know I want to do that. This I'm kind of liking. Again, I might 3D a few things, but not too much because, see, this is going to be fairly flat folio. So, it could just be put a photo here, maybe stick a photo on the back of the tag, put photos in there, or journaling cards, whatever. And I think this might be about as done as I'm going to get it. So I could do 2 in here, 2 in each pocket. That would work. Maybe. Yeah, we could go 2 in each pocket. So I think that's what we can do. We can put, okay, there's 2 in that one already. Or 1 in that one already. So I'll put that one. Did I take that one out? Is there only one? Yep, there's only 1 in there. So then I can take this other one and stick it in there. Upside down. So there'll be 2 pockets in there. There'll be these little sits here that you could stick photos on top of. You could put photos in there. I do think I want to add some sentiments or something. I might do just a short later that will show how I finalize this, but it's pretty much as done as I'm going to get it because, again, I want it to be flat. I may pump up the top pages. And so watch for a short from me where I just show you how I finished it. And thanks for visiting my channel. This is Kathi Lee, Crafting with Kathi Lee. Have a great day, evening, night, whatever it is where you are, and happy crafting.